Don't forget to subscribe to the fl0m's Clips and Highlights channel.
fl0m's number 7. Well, fl0m's is dude, the top 20 players list, if anything, has just made me feel incredibly old. Actually, though, like that's really my biggest takeaway from all of this is I'm old as dirt. I get out of bed and my knees hurt, man. All right, so a lot of third places for Vitality this year. Genuinely, I would say a very underwhelming season for Vitality. I think I saw a stat like that. It has nothing. It's probably not in here, but their record versus like the top 5 teams in the world in playoffs was, let's just say, not great. You know, I was ready to see fl0m's on this list, and I think they have them. This might be like, dare I say, I feel like it's kind of perfect. Actually, I don't think he was top 5, but I also think that fl0m's is a big reason why Vitality is as good as they are. I think the tandem of Apex working with fl0m's has gotten really good. I think the only thing I'm critical of fl0m's is it does feel like sometimes, I don't know how to, like, sometimes in playoffs it felt like he wasn't as impactful. Now that's not fully really supported by stats. I'm gonna admit to that and just gonna take the L on the stats wise. But when I watch the games, it, like I said, this Cologne win, I will die on this hill and I'll keep repeating. It felt like that was Apex's Cologne, where they need this guy to like deliver that on a more consistent basis. And I think if he does, I think some of these get turned into these. He's so good though, man. He's actually so talented. It's the only reason he's not like even better is I think just I almost said fizzled out. That would have been so cringe. But yeah, I just felt like right when push came to shove in those deep playoff matches, it was either him or like Spinks kind of like had a bad game. And then ZywOo, like everybody always likes to criticize him for, he doesn't like try to force himself into the game to just take over the game and force a win, which is not like it. There's double-edged swords to that as well, by the way. That's not always the right answer. That's like the one thing that I feel like Vitality has struggled with in the very, very, very critical moments in the deepest parts of a tournament. I've always felt like fl0m's or Spinks would just kind of like not hit quite as hard when they really needed it, and you could really feel it in the server. But all that critiquing aside, we are literally talking about one of the best players in the game, and we're talking about a team that I really felt like was the second best team all year in 2024, however, underperformed all the time. Like I said, they would get out of groups and then just trip up somewhere in playoffs every single time, with the exception of Cologne. They lost Dallas to G2 with Stewie standing in, and they lost Pro League to MOUZ at the start of the year, if I remember right. I think that was the first half of the year. Both, I would say, like at least one more of these should have been a first place, in my opinion. Now, that being said, the Dallas games were literal cinema, and Netflix has approached me about a documentary. Not really, but you believed it for like 1 second there. That's how good it was. It was so good. It was actually so good. It was incredible. Back to fl0m's. Kids cracked. I think 7 really does feel like a perfect spot for him. I definitely felt like he was the better of the two between him and Spinks. And I definitely feel like he's one of the best riflers in the game and has only progressively gotten better as he's played and as he's joined Vitality. And I think that trend continues. I don't think this is a fluke year out of him. I think he is just naturally progressing into one of the most elite, aggressive riflers we have in all of Counter-Strike. But he gets overlooked a little bit because of Donk and because of Nico. And honestly, sometimes Xerxin too. Like I think Xerxin also sometimes maybe gets a bit more. But I think fl0m's, I guess it's hard when you have that ZywOo guy in your team, right? But this guy's insane. I think 7 is perfect. I think he could literally get close to top 5 if Vitality has a stronger year with ROPS. I could really see that. If he does what he did this year with just like 2% more impact in like deep games, in like we're talking semis, quarters, and final, yeah, like just playoffs, just a little bit more in playoffs, and this guy's gonna be like right there. He'll be right there. Congrats to fl0m's at 7. Let's see what his bold prediction is. I'm curious. Oh, wait, that was, I don't know how to say his name. Is it Makazi? Wasn't this what's his face is also? I haven't heard this. See, this is actually why I really enjoy this too, by the way. Where is wasn't this Brokies as well? Or am I no? Yeah. I haven't heard much about this guy, but this is why it's fun, dude, to see the bold predictions, because there's like always players that people are keeping tabs on. 1.16 in last 3, opening and 91 entry. Oh, this guy's aggressive rifler. That's cool. That's cool. Subscribe to the fl0m Clips and Highlights channel.